Someone's asking, does the new oil catch can for DAZA need to be disconnected in the winter like DSG catch can? And what ambient temperatures should I look out for in garage outside for intermittent Dallas winter? All right, I don't know if you can really say that you've got a winter over there,
Yeah.
buddy.
They do get freezing.
They get freezing, but it's not. I mean, I never had problems with
We
my
get freezing
cans.
here.
Yeah.
It was freezing last week.
Yeah.
It's not much of a winter. Yeah, so let me just answer this real quick. Yes, if you actually experience winter, and I would say substantial freezing temperatures, especially anything like
Single
around
digits,
0 degrees or single digits or below 0, then you should remove it. I would say anyone, in the actual winter zone, I would say, I don't know what's the line that where people get real winter in the U.S. like. Is it Mason-Dixon? I don't know. Nebraska, Kentucky, and north, kind of that region. Idaho.
Do your lakes freeze over?
Yeah, do you get frozen lakes? Now, if the outside temps dip down to 30 degrees, no, you're not going to have to do this. Your engine compartment, has a lot of heat, just kind of stored in it, and that heat has a lot of inertia, so it will last all night long. If you're in a garage, no, you don't have to worry about this. I would not recommend anyone in California do it. I don't think you need to do it in Dallas.
No, there's Tahoe.
Okay,
There's mountains in California.
And there's a
but
small
yeah.
sliver of
Yeah.
California that does freeze all winter long.
Yeah.
And gets actual real winter.
Yeah.
But I would say generally, if it's not consistently below 20 degrees for weeks on end, then I would say just leave it. But what happens in these areas that get like 0 degrees or 5 degrees, everything freezes, right? Everything in the garage freezes, and everything in your engine compartment is going to come down and get below freezing. The issue isn't if that happens once here or there. The issue is if you drive kind of short distances and it's freezing for weeks on end, then you will drive your car consistently with no crankcase ventilation, and that's when longer term issues happen and oil starts going to places it's not supposed to go. Generally, it doesn't cause any kind of permanent damage, but in Dallas, I think you're fine. Don't stress about it. You're good. Yes, and speaking of the catch can, this is our brand new DAZA catch can. This is for 8V.5 and 8S TTRS era vehicles. We do have two different kits, one for the RS3 and one for the TTRS. This is a multi-chambered design that catches and removes oil, drains the oil back to the crankcase. There's nothing wrong with the oil. The oil is just in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it's good oil, and it can be returned home and to live a safe and productive life back in the crankcase. We provide all adapters and fittings, some trick little billet adapter fittings, and we basically intercept the factory breather crankcase provision. Instead of having it dump right into the turbo inlets, we route it through our oil catch system first, and then we return much cleaner air back to the crankcase without kind of liquid oil in it. This is, we would recommend this for any and all TTRS and RS3 vehicles, especially if you're driving on track. It's definitely a good idea where oil sloshes around a lot. But we've even seen oil in the intake system on street driven cars. So we tested this extensively on our in-house TTRS. Available for $565 in stock, ready to ship. Beautiful billet aluminum construction. There's even a dipstick, so you can check the oil level if you'd like.
Yeah, that's more for the non-drain back, obviously.
Yeah, but if you
if
you suspect the breather system's not breathing properly, you can always take this out. This would also notify you, it let you know if there was pressure in here. You feel air blowing out, and then you can see if there's anything on the dipstick. But like what Nate said is, if you have the drain installed, which you should, because we include it, then you're not gonna have to ever drain this can.